Hello, and thank you for joining me today on the Random Access Show for the very first episode. Today is going to be very interesting. We will be talking about the latest releases at Google I/O and, of course, some tech news. So sit tight and enjoy. I'm Leon Panopoulos. You're listening to the Random Access Show. Thank you for joining me today on the Random Access Show, very first episode, and I am very excited. Today we will be talking about Google's I/O conference, where they release all their cool stuff, including their new Pixel phones, which is what we're going to be starting off with. Their first release, or that we're going to be talking about, is the Pixel 6a, and as you may know, the Pixel A series is their lower tier series of the Pixel phones, and they have been pushing and advertising that their Pixel A series phones have the headphone jack on them, and that was their big marketing selling point. And today I'm going to tell you something massive. They have not included the headphone jack in the Pixel 6a. This has disappointed so many people. I cannot tell you how disappointed I am. I love the headphone jack. I hate wireless earphones, sorry. And this is signaling really the true end of the headphone jack. I mean, we've had Apple get rid of it, we've had Samsung get rid of it, we've had Google get rid of it in their top-end phones, and now they're getting rid of it in their low-end phones. So your only real options now, if you are one of those wired earphones fans like me, are the lesser known brands such as Xiaomi, Oppo, OnePlus, etc. So today, why have they gotten rid of the headphone jack? It has caused so much agony. We've seen it all over the internet. If you haven't, well then you've been living under a rock. It is like they have done something big. They have shown us the beginning of the end of the headphone jack, which Apple kinda did when they didn't include the headphone jack in their iPhone 7. But today we've seen our final top-end phone manufacturer abolish it, and that's really, really big. I mean, what are us headphone jack lovers gonna do now? Are we gonna go out and buy a lesser known brand, a lower quality phone, just so that we can get the headphone jack? I don't know. So Google, you have caused us much agony, and I'm really disappointed actually. I thought Google was going to be the people that would keep it going, and then maybe would get a redo of the headphone jack. It would come back in the iPhone 14. I don't know, but obviously I was wrong, and unfortunately I was wrong like a few other people. So that was really, really disappointing for me. Other than that, the Pixel 6a looks pretty good though. It's with the Pixel 6 series, it's been known to have fingerprint sensor problems, and this Pixel 6a is using a new fingerprint sensor, so hopefully that changes things. Hopefully we get more better fingerprint recognition, which would be great for those who use the fingerprint sensor to unlock their phone, because I know it would cause so many people so much agony with putting their thumb on their phone 5 times before they end up throwing it across the wall and breaking it because they can't log into their phone. So hopefully it's fixed in the Pixel 6a, because they are set to be using a new fingerprint sensor, which is really good for those Pixel users. Also in the Pixel 6a, obviously they've got their tensor chips, which are really good, and we've seen that especially with the camera. It helps a lot with AI in the camera. For example, Magic Eraser, where you can basically get rid of the camera. Get rid of an object that you've taken a photo of, and if someone photobombed you, you can just go, alright, press the person, get rid of him. Yeah, if only that was possible in real life. No, I'm kidding. But the Tensor chip, so we're really seeing big power in that, in the Tensor chip, and hopefully we continue to see this in the Pixel 6a. Now, speaking of the Tensor chip, let's move on to our next release, which was the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Now, one big thing about these is that they're going to be using the Tensor chip, but the second generation of the Tensor chip, which is really cool. We've got a lot to expect. Hopefully it's even better than the current generation Tensor chip at AI and photo recognition, such and such, which would be really cool. I mean, endless possibilities with your phone's photo, right? We no more need for DSLR cameras and your Nikon cameras and your Canon cameras. That would be really cool. That would be another beginning of the end. The beginning of the end of your normal camera. You'll be able to use your phone for absolutely everything, which is really cool and kind of scary. But yeah, we're here to talk about the good stuff. So one other thing that I really enjoyed about the Pixel 7 is it will be using Android 13 when that comes out. So the beta 2 has been released also, and Android 13 will bring a lot of features, and I'm really excited about that. And you can actually check out all those features on Google's website. Another thing that the Pixel 7 will bring is a redesigned camera. Pixels have been known for their amazing cameras, top of the line, awesome cameras, and they've still kept that visor design. And I don't know how I feel about that. It really takes up a lot of space on the phone, which, I mean, the Note series by Samsung did that a few years ago, but I'm still not going for it. I'm still not 100% committed to that, and so we'll see. Maybe Pixel or Google will end up dropping that on their Pixel 8. We'll never know until it comes out, if it comes out. So the Pixel 7, really excited for it. Another question that we've seen a lot on the internet is, well, the Pixel 7's come out at the same time as the Pixel 6a. Why would I buy this Pixel 6a when I can just buy the 7? And that's true, but some people want the lower budget phone and they don't need, the world's most balling camera and the world's best phone. They want something that's by Google, obviously, because that's why they're buying a Pixel, and something that can bring them quality and not just like something that will, not be from Google. They want something from Google, but they don't want to, they don't need a Pixel 7 with a Tensor 2nd gen chip. So that is something that, it's to think about though. I would personally not buy the Pixel 6a yet. I'd wait for the Pixel 7 because that does have a few extra features, but for those who are budget conscious, get the Pixel 6a, even get the Pixel 5a, 5 Pro. You could get some really good deals on those right now, as people are going to sell them to try and make way for their new phone. Which, yeah, I'm sure you could find some great deals online, Amazon, other websites. My favorite website, AliExpress, though I don't know if, there could be scams. You never know on AliExpress. That's the fun of it. You pay $20 for an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and you don't know if you're buying an iPhone 13 Pro Max or an iPhone 13 Pro Max case. So, that's one of the reasons people are skeptic about AliExpress. I am too. But, it's a great place to find cheap deals. If you've got $20 to kill, that's where you could spend it and buy, the world's best tech for 20 cents, and turn out it will never arrive. Next up, the Pixel Watch. The Pixel Watch. Now, we've seen so many leaks and rumors about this, and I'm finally excited that it is coming out. The Pixel Watch will have Fitbit integration. I like that waterfall edge design. That's really cool. That's one thing I miss about the old Samsung phones and the older Android phones. It was really cool, and I really miss that. And now it's coming to a smartwatch. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's really cool. Pixel Watch will come with Wear OS, and we've seen a lot of these things. We've seen as Google makes slight hidden updates to all their operating systems. Like they've made to Wear OS, they've made some operating system updates to Android 13 and 12, which will allow for foldable phones. So some people are saying that the Pixel Fold could be a new thing that they haven't released and that might release later on. We don't know about that, but Pixel Watch, it will have Fitbit integration. Really, really, really cool, because Fitbit is owned by Google as of last year, and it basically means that you'll get all those great Fitbit features on a Pixel Watch. So you get best of both worlds. It will be really cool. Hopefully, we've seen, it's something that I'm really excited about, because we've seen so many leaks, so many rumors, all of that, and then finally we're getting it. And so it just goes to show, there are some rumors you should believe, some rumors you probably shouldn't, but take a look at leaks. Don't always dismiss them, because like the Pixel Watch, sometimes they could be true. Next up, my favorite, well, not necessarily my favorite, but one of the coolest things that they released was the Pixel tablet. If any of you guys remember the Pixel Slate from 2018, the Pixel tablet is not going to be something surprising, but they're making a return to the tablet world, which is really cool. It's really exciting, and it will come with Android 13 or possibly 12L. So I'm really excited about that, because Google has never been the leading company in the tablet industry, and hopefully this takes them there. Hopefully it does. Look, but what I'm not excited about is the look of it. It looks really cheap. It looks really weird. It looks like it's come out of 2017. Take a look at the iPad Pro and then take a look at the Pixel tablet. You're gonna see some pretty big design differences. But look, don't judge a book by its cover. I'm one of those people who does, but I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. But still, you need it to look appealing, and when it has bezels around the edge, and it's like 2022. Come on, you need to stick with the times, and Google has done that with all their other phones and all their other releases, but not with the Pixel tablet. So why, Google? Why? I don't know. And the back seems to be made of plastic, which is really, really weird. Like I don't get it. Google, why? Yeah. But Google hasn't answered all these questions. Google's very secretive, even when they're releasing things. A bit like Apple. Apple can be secretive quite a bit. That's all I've got to talk about from Google's I/O conference. Now we've got a bit of tech news, and today we've got a bit. Now it is my first episode, by the way, so I'm getting into the hang of things. But today is a big day because we've got so much cool stuff to talk about, and some not so awesome stuff. But Asus is entering the SSD market with their ROG Strix branding, which could go to show that they are, that's the branding that they use for their highest end products. So this could be a really fast SSD. They teased it, and I'm really excited for that. I am currently in the process of saving for a PC, so they could be a contender in my for my SSD, and it's PCIe 4th gen, obviously, which is the stuff that we're getting right now. We still haven't seen many or any PCIe 5th gen SSDs out there, and I'm really excited for this one because this looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully it's really fast. Hopefully it's really good. It's set to have a 1 terabyte starting capacity. So who knows how many terabytes it's going to end up with, like your highest end storage. Who knows? We don't know much about this. Instagram is going to introduce NFTs to their platform through a digital collection label, and this comes after Elon Musk bought Twitter, so Instagram is probably trying to take all those users that left Twitter, take them to Instagram, so that or maybe they're vying for who's going to be the worst social media platform. I honestly don't know, but NFTs, they're invading everywhere, and coins are very unstable right now. There's a lot going on, and NFTs coming to Instagram, I'm not a fan of that, and I don't think, some people are, not everyone is. I'm not one of those fans. And Netflix is going to introduce ads that comes after they reported a loss in subscribers. That is really big. There are other streaming platforms coming out now, and like Paramount Plus. Binge is a kind of new contender. They're still quite young. But Netflix, that's like the biggest platform, and they're losing 14% of subscribers, which is pretty big. So they're gonna have to introduce ads, and I'm really annoyed at that. It's going to come for their lower tier subscribers, so watch out for those people who pay for the lowest tier. I'm really sad about that, really, because that's me, so come on, Netflix, introducing ads, that's I don't like that. But that's all we have time for today. Please tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and give me feedback. Please do that. And if you liked it, tell all your friends about it. Thanks for tuning into the Random Access Show. My name is Leon Panopoulos, and hopefully I'll be back with you next week. Thanks very much.